team. I am trying to manage a workflow that I've created to collect supplier data. Um, the workflow has a form associated and a dynamic table. The table is called SupComp OB. And in here we have some records. Now these records need to be maintainable because data changes on them from time to time. So every year, for example, they have to change the associated data, like for example the date of the insurance, the expiry date of the insurance. But when I go into a test system and try and change it, I get this attribute value is associated and cannot be changed. So is this the wrong solution to have a database where you can actually update the records? Because what I'm thinking I'd love to do is, what I need to do is to have another form here that enables them to select a supplier record based upon the supplier name. So they enter in the supplier name and it brings back the data like the expiry date of the documents, and so they can download and upload a new insurance document, and they can update the expiry date of the renewed insurance. I also want to manage the status in this table as well. So is the status on block because its insurance is invalid? And yeah, I'm trying to work out how to do that. I know I can do it through the supplier with some attributes and some joining of tables and reporting and portals, which is quite a lot of work. But I'd just like to be able to manage it through this way because I've got to do an onboarding form anyway. So I'm a bit stuck with how to proceed. And yeah, I could just do with some advice on how I enable this as a form so I can edit these records using a form, and I can change this data in this table which I've created using the supplier onboarding data. Just to be clear here, there's a onboarding where are we? There's an onboarding company process in this training portal in the test system. So they enter the new onboarding supplier ID or something, and then they have to add, they being the supplier, have to say that they're authorized to complete the information. This created date should automate, but it's not yet. And then I need to confirm here, put in the supplier name and the representative, the role, the work, so all the data we talked about in this table. And then down here we have a file that we have to be able to drag and drop the file. And these files, some of them are, for example, the consulting partners option here that has a public professional indemnity insurance with an expiry date and a value. And I need to be able to edit this data from another maintenance form, so that when this indemnity insurance date changes, it can be updated. And so I need to know how to do that. Same with plant and equipment insurance as well. So I need to be able to update this data, once it changes every year, because they have annual insurance policies. So that's the step I would need some support on. Is it possible? Am I heading down the right direction? Is there a better way of doing this? And I do not really want to go to the back table in the form here. I don't think this is a good solution because there's many people that are managing this. It's not just the technical quality team. And if we end up in this space here and we end up going to the table, I can do this as a one-off record to correct something, but this is not the maintenance process I would like to have for my clients, because it's very hard, easy for them to make record issue errors. And also, for some reason, there's an attribute value associated with this, and I don't know where it's come from. I don't have any attributes in the process collection of the process data. There's no attribute here. So I'd like to understand what's causing that message as well. Thanks, team. Appreciate it. Cheers.